And we live. Hey, welcome to another episode of sXizie Sports. And today it's a full house. We've got Shanga Mike, we got Pusetsi, we got Sihle. Gents, what's Gucci?
I know things are good, man. Things are good.
Yeah, yeah,
As
yeah, yeah.
as a Barca fan, I have to say
that, that credit card and that overdraft
Yazzie,
facility is working overtime.
I
I'm so
think
CK, I'm sorry about Rafinha, bro.
Oh,
Ah, Mike, Mike,
It's
I
Tell her
think it's
these
speaking to
tell her
you.
these guys, man. They were coming
They're
through the
talking.
chat. They were busy stealing transfers. They were like, we're stealing transfers from Arsenal.
yeah, go Pila.
I wanna honestly, I give it to you. That Rafinha is a good buy. I
Sure.
wouldn't mind having him in my side, because he's got EPL experience and yeah, it's proven experience at Leeds. So can you imagine him just taking a step up at Chelsea? He would have been brilliant, but it wasn't meant to be. Barca broke as they are, they still have the pulling power, which is beautiful to see. Not much I can say about Man United in this, but yeah, it's good to see.
Wow.
What's up? What about Man United, dog?
That
You,
was a
you're
straight. That
catching
was a
straight,
straight,
yeah.
dog.
You're catching
What straight,
straight.
dog?
It's catching straight bullets there,
But
man.
yeah, no, it's fine, dog. But anyway, that's the first topic of hand. I wanted us to talk about your club, Pusetsi. Ngokuthi, where do you guys get your money from? That's my first question.
No,
Like,
dog. I get it. You've
yeah,
been hearing what's happening, bro. You've been hearing about of the fact that we've got donors and stuff now, bro.
you have donors, my G.
Yes,
Who are
even the
these
new
donors?
even the new sponsorships that we got with what's the
Spotify.
sponsorship that we have now? Um,
It's not the
sorry,
Spotify one.
the Spotify. Yeah,
Spotify doesn't have a playlist that much to
Hey,
fill the
man.
void that's left by the Super
I
League.
hear what you're
Because
saying there, but
only
they
the
are coming
Super
with
League would have
funds.
saved Barcelona financially.
They're
Barcelona
coming with,
financial woes are actually bad, my guy.
and
I
it's
wanna
bad, man.
honestly,
We have a huge
in a
debt.
year or two,
Yeah.
they would have to explain exactly how are they funding all of these
These
transfers,
transfers,
because
but but you
it's a weird
No,
one.
no, they're
let
selling the
me.
TV rights and stuff like that. So
Yeah,
that's
true. I
what
was
they've
about to
been
say that
doing
too,
in order to generate capital to actually
because
keep the club running. So, like, I think they sold 20 or 25% portion of the TV rights over
yeah.
the revenue over the last year. I think for the next 5 years or so. So, if we have another lockdown or financial crisis, I know the club is going to be going down under it.
Mm,
I
mm,
don't
mm.
think we're gonna go under, man. Like, dog, we've got some financial problems, man, but it's irreversible. Like, it's reversible. Sorry, like to say like we've had a huge bump in the road, but if you check about the financial things that we are doing right now, dog, we're trying to get rid of players. You can see, and we're trying to cut down on salaries, dude. You see, for instance, trying to get rid of Frankie De Jong. That's one thing, but
Yes.
still a bit of a long process. But I think he will end up leaving
Yeah, but are you guys gonna
by
give him
the
a
end of the transfer.
17 million? Are you guys
Now
just gonna
we'll
give
make.
him
We're
17?
gonna
Wow.
give it to him in due time.
Yeah,
In
because
due time.
you're holding
And
us back because we want that player desperately. We need
But
of
he
Frankie.
doesn't
Ye-
want you, Joe.
No,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
He doesn't want you, Joe. You guys
yeah, I
but
know
agreed
he
a fee. He
but the
doesn't
thing
want
is
you.
like
Yeah,
right now, and I'll have to say it's a bit of a bragging thing,
yeah,
but Barca still has that thing where like guys still want to go there and be like,
yeah,
dog,
yeah.
Lewandowski is 30, turning 34, dog. He's saying, dog, I want to end my career at FC Barcelona. I want,
Yeah.
you know, that's amazing. Someone who was just getting Ballon d'Or shouts. In fact, he should have won the Ballon d'Or in 2020. You know,
mhm.
Yeah, I hear
for
you.
someone
But
to say like,
point of correction there, Mike. You said they sold the TV rights for the next 5 years. It's actually not just
yeah,
5 years. It's 25 years. So they've
Yeah.
Damn.
sold 10% of the La Liga TV rights, sold them off. I think that generated about 300 million odd. And still, that's not enough. They are now working at selling licensing rights. It's bad. It's honestly it's bad, and only they can explain this game that they're playing, where they stealing
This
from
game.
Peter to pay Paul.
Yeah,
It's proper scammy-ish. Like
yeah.
in a year or two, they would have to explain. Because I was
And
even thinking about it. I was like, okay, sure. What's the prize money for Champions League? Say Barcelona win Champions League. Would that make a difference in it? It won't.
It
It
won't make
won't
a
make a
difference,
difference.
but but we won't win the Champions League, man. Me, I just want right now, as a Barca fan. Me, I'm just focused on taking the league back from Real Madrid, bro. So,
you
um,
see, that's the beauty about the La Liga, bro. You know, imagine if this was Premier League, bro, and a Premier League team would be in your situation.
By
They
the time
wouldn't.
that they
Yeah,
recover, they are a top six team.
you see what
They've
I'm
they've
saying?
gone down the pecking order. I hear
Yeah,
you. Yeah.
whereas in La Liga, gumnandi La Liga ntanga. You know, I'm not saying the league is easy because clearly Spanish teams still win Europa leagues. They still win Champions League. The current Champions League winner is a Spanish
yeah.
team. However, the lack of competition, you know, it's just only three teams that are capable
Well,
of.
that's because of the fact that the
Yeah,
TV rights have been dominated by three teams. Well, two
yeah,
teams and then an extra load, which is Atletico Madrid.
yeah,
But even us selling our rights, nah, we'll still have proper like TV rights compared to most teams in Europe anyway, with us selling that shit.
yeah,
Yeah. That's
yeah. I
true.
know, I
That's
know.
true.
That's true, bro. You guys
That's
are
you
a
can't
big club.
deny. That means
Mm,
the amount of TV rights we were gaining, the revenue we were gaining was actually insane. And due
yeah,
to that came from a lot from the regime of Messi and Ronaldo.
yeah. I know, big
But
time. Big
I
time.
I think also just on Barca, you have to commend what the Spanish FA is doing in reeling
Mhm.
these figures out of control. Because I mean, they could have said, yeah, gents, because the two best teams in La Liga, being Barca and Madrid, they for them to be competitive, they need to offer these crazy salaries. The
Yeah,
Spanish FA could have simply said, "Well, it's fine. Do your thing as long as you bring us the numbers." And we
yeah.
know what numbers Barcelona and Madrid. But they decided to like, no, draw a line in the sand and say, "Gents, sort out your finances." And it's actually brilliant for from a leadership perspective of the FA. Because
And
it would have been very easy for them to just turn a blind eye.
Yeah,
and also another thing what I realize is because while the two clubs are so big in Europe in general, I just personally, I don't think we'd get to a point where we'll just go under to a point where the club people are making jokes and saying like, no, in the next 3 years, Barcelona won't exist as a club, and I'm just like, dude, that club is too big, and not
yeah.
just
Hey,
that, it's
dude.
big in
Same thing
Spain
happened to
specifically.
Nottingham Forest, in fact.
Yeah,
Ah,
yeah.
Dog, now you bring
Same.
thing is now you bring up stuff that happened pre Premier League, dog.
that was
Like
apartheid
Yeah.
era times,
you
dog.
coming now, dog. This is a different
Nazi.
time, dude. Come and
Yeah,
chat about now, dog. Like don't come to me with stuff
Different
before
times are not
before
Pusetso. Financial woes are financial woes, and they'll always remain as that,
before
financial
Sir Alex
woes.
Ferguson was even at United. You know,
yes. And before the Premier League was the Premier League, it was still
exactly.
the league dominated by Liverpool. I don't know what league it was called. English
Yeah,
league.
but you can go back and then look at it now, maybe 20 years down the line, you'll be like, yo, if Barca had to go under and fit, next 10 years, you'll be like, yo,
I'd be very surprised because also the thing is what I can tell you about La Liga clubs, unlike Premier League clubs, a lot of La Liga Premier League clubs are funded by like what do you call American and oil money teams, right? Where a lot of the La Liga teams are actually have a lot of backing from the government and the state itself. There's no way the state is gonna allow a club as big as Barcelona just go under. Impossible.
Yes,
But
Like
up until a
no
point, Pusetso,
ways.
where the government is going to say, sort your ish
yes,
out
Like
and start
yeah,
making money.
because I
But
know
yeah,
I do also know that there's a lot there's like a bit of government backing that's helping Barca keep afloat too.
yeah. So
If that
Barca
were
are
to
pretty
happen
much
to a if
so
that were
pretty
to
much
happen like
right? Yeah.
what's this thing, an Arsenal or like a Spurs or a Chelsea. Oh, I'm telling you, you guys would see even more flames.
Yeah. So
You're
pretty much
telling me that
Barca are like ESCOM pretty much, like in a way.
yeah,
Like
pretty
essentially, like you
what,
know,
what level are they? What level or what stage are they on right
that's
now? Because
stage
Stage
8.
four.
Ah, something short.
I was like, that was a good one. That was a good
Yeah,
one.
but pretty much
yeah, but
because yeah.
I was reading Athletic article on how Barca is able to survive, and I read it, and the figures are like ridiculous because they're saying it's okay, sure, fine. They've sold the 10% of their TV rights for the next 25 years.
Yeah.
There's another deal that they're working on selling their licensing rights, a portion of their licensing rights. I don't know how much the portion is, and those two deals will probably give them plus minus 600 mil. But still, in them having that 600 mil injection, it's still not enough. They need for them to be competitive, to be like a competitive team. They
Yeah,
need an additional 500 million.
I get what you're
And I
saying,
was,
but
how did
us,
how did you get here?
no, it's just bad financing from Baltimore. You know that guy's
Yeah.
he's a virus, bro. But
Yeah. Yeah. You
like
Yeah,
lost
the
that
the
thing
guy,
is,
passion.
these guys lost their
Baltimore and
way,
his
though.
administration, and also like the what the problem where Barca got to. I always say this, like when I speak about my team, I blame that one transfer. And you guys know what I'm
The
talking about.
Neymar one.
It's the Neymar one, yes. Neymar 2017, those guys saw monies that they were like, and then they were like, okay, we can do what the fuck we want
Mm-hmm.
with that cash. And we went to go and splurge it on, okay, the one big thing we happened, we gave Messi some other lit contract that can't be explained. Um, which is Lionel Messi. He fucking deserves it, bro. So I ain't gonna take away for that shit. And then the second one, we went to go splurge and continue. I feel like that was the worst transfer we could have ever made. I personally,
Eh,
I've
Yeah.
never rated
Tell
him that high.
tell that to Liverpool fans.
Yeah. It
I
was.
personally, I didn't rate Coutinho as highly as people said he was. Dog, I watched him in the Premier League. I was like, this guy's nice, dog, but like he's a bit of a one trick pony.
Cut, shoot, top corner.
Goal.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah. Dog,
You know
you're
what
gonna
you're gonna.
get to Now you're gonna go to Barcelona. Hey, these guys have so many ways of playing, dude. And personally, it wasn't gonna work out, dude. And I always like thought the continued transfer would have worked. It was gonna look successful, and you probably would have stayed longer had Liverpool not came back that 4-0.
So
Listen,
one result fucked up the
It,
whole. But anyway,
yeah, yeah, it
anyway,
did.
the El Clasico for me
And
this season is going to be probably it's going to have that shine that it used to have because
yeah,
I
yeah.
think in
that's
the
that's
past two seasons it has lost that shine. But like
Ah,
right now, I'm
trash.
I'm I'm super excited for it. You've got probably
same
two of the best European strikers
strikers.
going head
Yo.
to
But
head.
did they sign Lewandowski?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
signed
Yeah, deal
Lewandowski.
is signed. They've just introduced him. Yeah, they've signed him. Deal sold. Everything. They've
He's even
introduced
playing
him.
preseason friendly
Yeah,
in
yeah.
America.
Eh,
Sure.
They're gonna
but a
I
gunman
think they're
thing.
gonna start playing around next week or this weekend, preseason friendly. Yeah. So
But
Lewandowski's gonna be
but the
playing
thing
already.
is, isn't it Lewandowski a vanity signing when you got Abo Pierre Bamaya?
What do you mean, Bama?
Ah, that
He's got jokes.
yeah, Mike, there's a difference between Aubameyang and Lewandowski, bro. Like
So let's
Lewandowski
let.
is an all-round footballer. As
Yeah,
much as
but
he
at
scores
34.
goals, as much
34 and
nah,
Bayam.
no, Benzema isn't Benzema 34 as well,
He's also
and he scored
34.
a hat trick
So
against your
I
team.
don't know.
So
Dog,
relax, dog.
you guys, let,
Relax.
let me
What do you
tell you
mean
something
relax,
now.
Joe?
Guys, let
The
me
day
tell
he
you
Relax.
scored a
something
hat
now.
trick is because it was
That
individual areas, sure.
everybody
It
everybody
doesn't
goes on
matter.
now. Everybody
Go.
goes on about players' ages. Niggas think a player turns 30 and he's gonna stop turning up. Guys, it's 2022. Sports science has increased exponentially. Guys,
Yeah,
players can now last until fucking 40, bro. Like you even
look
see
at
Zlatan is still playing at a
Zlatan
world
and
class
shit.
level. Dog,
Yeah.
He
like
signed
Cristiano
a
Ronaldo is still
contract.
able to
He
bang
signed a
goals.
contract for another year, like, as Latin. So he's going to be like
Yeah.
41, 42, anything.
Look,
But yeah, you're
I'm
right.
not
Sports
saying like
science has
I'm
come
not.
a long way.
Yeah,
And these players are taking them good care of themselves. They're not like
Mm,
the players of age where
yeah.
it's pure rock star
exactly.
cocaine
Back in
and
'06, man,
everything.
like back like
Yeah.
in '06, dog. Like when a player hits 30, you know it's time for that guy, bro. You
Yeah.
know, like you know, like in today's world now, if you rewind back to like '03 or '04, Neymar wouldn't be playing for Brazil at this age.
Yeah, because these
Nah,
guys used to die out very quick. I know, but see,
nah,
talk.
Brazilians. Ukumbule,
No,
Are
Brazilians
like
chop players
Brazilians
quickly,
are
bro.
like
Like
Africa. No,
Mm.
no, like when I
Brazilian
say
players are like
if
Africa players when it comes to age. They cheat.
Oh yeah.
yeah,
We all know that.
y-
It ends there.
yes, I
So
get
the
what you're
minute that
saying, man, but
the minute a Brazilian player hits 29 or 30, you know you need to add 5 more years to get the real
Oh
age.
yes.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah. Yeah.
Neymar is now or in that age group now, but you can still back him to be like top 5 in the world. Like Neymar is still got that sauce. He's still good enough to be
He's
the
got
best.
sauce though, CJ dog. I know you don't
He's
like
still good.
saucy
Uh,
He's
players.
still good enough
No,
to be the
I
best.
do.
He's still
I
the
just
best.
struggle with Neymar. I
He's
think,
still the best player in the Brazil national team, and that's a fact. You can't lie about it.
but is this the best Brazilian team ever?
Not
Of
saying
So
course.
you're
that.
saying he's the best of the worst?
I'm just saying he's that good. I'm telling you,
Yeah.
Neymar. If you take him,
I
if
get what you're
you would,
saying. Okay, so
you would
hear me
able
out,
to play.
hear me out. Okay, hear me
Yeah.
out. You're saying he's the best Brazilian player right now. That's the
Yeah,
first thing
and
you're
he's
Yeah,
saying.
also
but he
one of the
is.
And
best.
then my
And he's
next
also
question
and he's also one of the best
Is the
Brazilian
current
players of all
Brazilian
time.
okay,
Yeah.
is the current Brazilian squad the best Brazilian squad we've had?
Not we've had,
No,
no.
So
no,
No,
not
then
but
at
you
all.
see, that's another thing. See,
so then
that question, if you'd ask a guy who watched Abo Pele and who watched Abo R9, that question,
so
he'd also be conflicted as
S-
to which era was the
Yes,
best,
he
because
would
both,
say because
yeah,
Pele then
I
would say my
personally
era is the best.
yeah.
hear my argument out when it comes to Neymar. He hasn't reached the potential that I thought he would have by now.
You guys,
Neymar kind of for me is like a Dybala the where was a lot of hype around him,
ah,
and I think the
Dybala,
200 million. Yeah, you heard me.
Ah,
Dybala.
yeah. Sihle, chief.
Nah, you
Nah,
went too far there, bro. You
Gahle,
need to
chief.
respect Neymar, dog. No
Gahle,
way.
chief.
You guys, the thing is, man.
And another thing is as well, you forget Neymar is second behind Pele as the all-time top goal
But
scorer. He's
he's
actually like a few goals away
he's a few
from
goals away to pass him, dude.
eclipsing. Yeah,
Let
and
him
that's an
be like
achievement, bro.
the original
And
Ronaldo. The original Ronaldo is probably one of the. He might have been plagued with injuries, but when that boy was on form, that boy was on fire.
Yeah,
yeah, but
And
his club record
Neymar,
isn't that great.
Neymar, honestly, for me, he lost me in the Brazilian World Cup, where it was everything was on a silver platter
Dude,
for him to
that
be
man
the
carried
hero.
that man
but
carried
they injured
Brazil
him,
in the
man.
2014 World Cup. Dog, they even cuppered him to a point where he broke his back.
Yeah,
Dog, then when he got injured, they lost 7-1. He wasn't there. Oh, was it 7-2 or 7-1?
yeah, it was seven something.
Yeah,
That
seven
Yeah,
something.
yeah, seven
yeah. I'm
something.
just saying, like, dude, Neymar was carrying carrying that squad at the age of 22. I have the utmost respect for that guy internationally.
Nah,
Can't tell me
nah.
shit about him.
Yeah. Yeah, name. I mean, I'm what you Puseti, bro. Like I also, you know, I also rate Neymar a lot, bro. Wavy,
Yeah.
wavy, wavy baller.
Yeah,
He's
you rate Fred when he plays for Brazil.
yeah, because Fred is fire for Brazil.
He's good
He's
at Brazil.
fire. He starts for Brazil, bro. Like
The problem is when he hops on the jet to back to England.
yeah. Well, things are gonna change under Ten Hag, just like how we've seen how Martial has changed. Things are gonna change.
It's the hope that gets you. I love where you
Yeah,
are. I love
yeah,
it.
yeah, bro. It's
Sit
fine
there,
with
why be
me,
full of
bro.
yourself, Joe?
What, am I full of
Follow
myself?
myself.
How am I full of, who's full of myself? Me or Sihle?
I'm saying seat Joe.
Yeah,
Like,
because I mean,
I'm
his
not.
squad
I'm
guy,
asking. I
you
said
acting like
it's
Chelsea
the
are
hope.
not
It's
out of the mud. I mean, you guys don't have
We
creative
in
players.
if we're not
But
careful, no,
man.
Maji. If we're
So
not
this
careful,
happened
if we're
going
not
on,
careful,
okay.
Spurs is gonna finish above us, eh?
Yeah,
If
and
we're not
so
careful.
I don't think so. I still don't think Spurs will finish above you guys. It's Spurs, bro.
Donna, did you
Spurs.
see their
Uh,
signings?
you can
Did you
only
see their
say
signings?
that, so yeah, they've got a
Did you see
they've
their
got a different
signings,
walk
Joe?
to them. Yeah.
Yeah,
Did you
we
see
shall
their
And they've
agree.
signed
signings
that
so
new
far?
Spencer
Njengana
boy.
Eh?
Akusiyi njengamazinyo. Is Spurs gonna surprise a lot of
You see
people.
that CDM position, Joe? Besu.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ha.
Yeah.
Watch
yeah,
watch the space, Joe.
Which
yeah.
is why, Mike, I keep on
Besuma.
asking, why did Man United sleep on that signing? They got him for less than 30 million. That is
Well,
pocket change for a club like Man United, and that is one role that they need to address.
yeah.
And they slept on that.
Well, it's how my team moves. We don't like
Well, in
signing.
Shelana
players.
out in Chiri that doesn't want to come to you because you don't
Yeah,
have anything to offer.
that's pretty much my club. You know how
So
my club is, bro.
okay, so
But
let
why
me
don't you
ask you
guys
this.
develop your own guys, your people, Joe? Sometimes if it to
Yeah,
this thing of
which
going
is
into the
true.
market, buying players.
That's
Exactly.
Because
the
now
Same
they're
as you look
complaining.
at
They're complaining
Chelsea.
about the Man United premium that's been added on any
No,
player that's
even
for
the
sale. The
even
minute
exact
Man
same thing with
United goes for
Chelsea,
them.
Joe. Even
yeah. We
exact
need
same
to
thing with
develop.
Chelsea, Joe. Busy
Yeah,
buying players like Abo, Jules, Kunde, and you ask yourself, we got Abo, Trevor. Cowell did
Ukunde, I
well.
don't want him. The verdict's
Then you
still
wanna
out.
go
There's a
get
huge question mark around him.
yeah, Mike.
Sterling for 50 million, and you're like, if Sterling couldn't cut it for Man City, you wanna compete with them with Sterling and Joe. Sterling is basically the black Timo Werner, Joe. It's just only difference is
Timo Werner, you wilding, bro. But
No, but the
dude,
thing is that
Sterling
Now,
guys.
now
versus
I
bruh.
understand. Now I understand why Mike
Sterling.
decided not to switch on the camera because he is busy being a clown.
I don't let
Nah,
Mike speak. Speak,
I
Mike,
said
dog. Speak.
no, dude. Do you watch
Sterling
Sterling?
is
How many
good.
chances? No, Sterling
He's an
misses,
excellent
Joe.
guy. He just missed a lot
He
of chances, but he
misses.
actually,
Chelsea doesn't
but he
create many
back.
chances.
Timo, same thing. I agree with
But
Mike when he said Sterling is
Chelsea
a
doesn't
black
create.
Timo.
Yeah,
no,
Chelsea
but
does not create as many chances. If you put Timo in that Man City team, Joe, they create a
he's
lot of chances.
scoring.
Yes, he's gonna miss, but he's gonna score a lot more also, and that helps with confidence. In fit, yo,
Mhm.
watch
I
this thing.
fully,
Watch this team, Joe. Yo,
I fully concur with you,
50
Mike.
Sterling.
Systems play a
Wait,
huge
when it's
role,
zero,
bruh.
mhm.
zero,
System
zero. You could have
system
went and
plays.
got Dembele, Joe,
Yeah,
and
but
just paid him his 300. No transfer fee whatsoever. If he flops, Joe, you're just worrying about paying a wage. But can't you go pay 50 million? You give Sterling 300, Joe.
You
300.
saw
300.
you saw the
I,
stat. You saw the
I,
stat on
let,
Dembele. Uguti,
I
he's
just,
the
let,
I just,
highest.
let him
He's got the
finish, man.
highest assistant count
Dembele is
in
gonna be good.
Spanish.
Guy. If that guy keeps fit, nah, under
He's
Xavi, he's
thousand
gonna be a
there,
baller,
dog.
bro. I'm telling you.
He's from France, dog. Come on, already the passport says it all, dog. Certain countries, dog.
What
They
you want to
specialize.
trace his ancestry?
It's
His
like in
ancestry is
rugby,
somewhere in Africa.
dude. In rugby, when you've got a South African citizen, when you've got a South African passport and you go to Europe, you're a star automatically.
Mhm.
Finish. Same thing with soccer. When you're from France, standard, chief. You're a
Yeah,
star. And Dembele is ambidextrous on top of that. That guy doesn't even know which is his best foot. Once they
yes.
interviewed him when he was 19 at Dortmund, they're like, "What's your strongest foot?" He's like, "Sometimes I use my left, sometimes I use my right. Depends on how I feel on the day." And that's a rare trait now, bro.
And
You
that
know,
time you're getting that player for zero transfer.
yeah,
Just
But
pay
yeah,
like
Mike.
I think
if
I
you check
think
the wages that they're paying for Sterling, bro, I think
Hey,
he's second highest, 300 and something, Joe.
What I
300 and
like about
something. Sterling, you can like. Let's be honest, ne? Sterling is
yeah,
not world class. You would
same. I
not put him in.
agree.
You would not put him in that
no,
world
I
class
agree.
status, and done.
Yeah,
Then
I
how
he's
the
not
believe
hell
like
are
doing.
you?
you guys pay you guys. The thing is, Sterling thrive because of City system, bro. I'm telling you.
Thank you.
He's not gonna
Exactly.
do well under Tuchel, bro. Well,
He's
that's
not.
my opinion. I don't know.
I mean, that's my opinion too. To Puseti, I always say systems play a huge role, bro. I saw it even with the way my team plays. I'm not saying we're winning anything, but there is a huge improvement with the technical ballers. Technical
Sterling
ballers
would
all of
have
a
ru-
sudden they know how
Sterling
to
would
play.
Sterling would have
Yeah.
thrived better at Arsenal.
Do you think so?
Under Arteta ball, bro, you would.
Yeah.
Especially because of the fact that Arteta was at City and he knows Sterling.
Okay.
Reason
Yeah,
being,
yeah,
that's why Zinchenko even went to Arsenal in the first place.
and
That's
even
another player that I've
Jesus.
got a question mark. Zinchenko, I don't know the fascination with him.
I don't.
I don't
I'm
rate him. I
50.
think
I'm
he's a.
50. I'm 50-50 with that guy, to be
I'm
honest.
actually 45. I'm already 45 on him. I'm not quite sure whether he's
He's another
quality
system
or.
player, bro. He's another system player. A lot of nowadays, guys, system makes or breaks you. It's like even with the Ajax ballers. Have you noticed all these Ajax ballers when they leave Ajax Amsterdam? What happens? They all
They
tank
become washed, bro. Like,
because why? They
oh,
system ballers. Yeah,
everyone
look
De
at
Jong, De
Yabo Van der
Ligt,
Beek.
Van
You
der
see,
Beek.
they all struggle, bro, because they are system players, bro. So for me, that's what I've always been crying for. Especially when you look at the other episodes, coaching was an issue at Man United for the longest time. We had too many scope and donor type players. Niggas who can't
Stop
progress
talking about Shaw.
the
Don't
ball.
don't don't
Abo
pick
Luke
on Shaw.
Shaw. Yeah, I'm just saying, Abu Maguire, and I recall even in the group chat, people were dissing Martinez. Maguire is 6'3", but Maguire's weakness is on the floor. On the ground, Maguire, Agana next. Whereas with the
Yeah.
5'9" Martinez, you've got someone who can actually play soccer. Who can control the ball, who can pass, who can control the ball, who's press resistant. You see, even that's what I like now is that we're going for press resistant type ballers. And I mean, I've always preached this. Nobuti, we need guys who are competent on the ball. Once we get
But
people who are competent on the ball, I'm not saying we're going to win anything next season, but there'll be an improvement. Then I'm 4-0 and 5-0 against Liverpool will come to an end. Yes, if we lose, it'll be 2-1. It'll be respectable. Not
I don't
fucking
worry, Joy.
9-0, dog.
The
These
bridge
niggas,
between
yeah.
you guys in Liverpool, it's gonna close, Joe. Chelsea fit is not gonna make top four, Joe. Yeah, you won.
ah,
I
I
see
hear
it
you.
from afar,
But
Joe.
I'm
I
not sure
see it
just
about.
just
from
I
on
don't
Man
afar.
know.
United,
I
just on
feel
Man
like
United before we
Yeah.
hop onto Chelsea.
Yeah.
Man United, I don't know. I find it weird. So
Yeah.
I watched your two games, your two preseason
Yeah.
games, and I'm loving the way that you press the opponent, and
Yeah.
you get goals from mistakes that the opponent
Yeah.
actually makes from a defensive side where they give away the ball. And I'm like, okay, Martial is busy pressing, but we know Martial is going to be in the bench because
He's not.
CR is going to come
Nah.
in. But when
CR.
CR comes in, hold on. Let me
They're trying
finish
to
this
sell
point.
CR, Joe.
What's happening with CR7?
They're advertising
That guy
him.
going or leaving?
Dude, I want him to
Problem
go.
is the salary.
Yeah. Man, he must, even if we loan him out, dog, he needs to go. I mean, I want a system, dog, Pusetti. This thing of us relying on individuals must come to an end. We must be like City, where even if Ulimelu Bernardo Silva, Kundawan comes in and still you still at that high level. That's what I want for my team.
The
Pretty
thing is
much.
with the CR right now is that he's on 500 a week, and he doesn't want to go MLS because he feels that he can still win
It's not.
a Champions League because
He's
he's
not.
Mr. Champions
You
League.
can't go to
There are
America
only a
because
handful. Actually, right
case of
now
it. There's a case.
there's
He's
like
got
what
a case in
3.
America. You see R.
Oh
Kelly,
yeah,
dog. See R. Kelly, bro. Yeah.
he's your
That's
So
why.
player, man. Don't
That's why he's
surviving
not
him.
going.
yeah.
And then if he goes to Bayern, if Bayern, can they have a 500 per week player? PSG,
No.
they
That's
can.
what
They've got
happened.
the oil, but I don't think they'd be. There's a lot of questions that would be raised if they can get him there. Besides those two teams, I can't think of any other team they can afford to see out right now.
Can go back to Real Madrid.
Yeah. I can go
Madrid
back.
has moved on. Their ship has sailed. I think
Yeah.
Madrid is focused on. They focused on other things
That's
now.
one thing I like about Madrid fans. Madrid fans don't hold on to players. If you leave, you leave. They move on. Manje Man United's funa ukubambelela.
They
Oh,
don't
this guy in
regurgitate their shit.
2009, he did this and that. Dog, that was 2009. We need to move past that, dog. And where's Real Madrid? Did you see my boy Eddie when he was on the show? Eddie, when CR left, is like he must buy. It's fine. He was like that. And this is a Real
So
Madrid diehard. You can even ask Mike. He's a diehard Madrid fan who 80 to a point where he knows everyone who's sitting on the board. He knows every single player's nickname, the Spanish nicknames and everything, you know. And he was like that. Guy, Tina, we Madrid, dog. Our organization is more important than an individual player. In
on
Germany,
Madrid,
United fans, they're gonna reminisce about the '08 Champions League final. Guys, let's move on. Let's move on. Let this nigga go. Even if we just, it's just that this is not the NBA. In the NBA, they just give you your money and you leave, and you can continue with life, and we can continue looking to the future. Because for me,
Nah,
I'm
I feel like Ronaldo, if he chose this and he must stay, dog. Kiri, you guys are busy saying that he likes what's his thing? He likes a challenge. Um, he's a
so what, the
player.
challenge is going to be for him to press.
Yeah, he must challenge himself. I get it. You people, that's the argument between me and Messi. Messi doesn't like a challenge. That's why he doesn't leave Barca. What? That guy must stay at Man U and be.
That is
He
yeah,
must stay there,
that is
dog.
some funny crap right there. Sorry,
He must
let us read this. That's some,
he must stay there, dog, and he must play. Aye.
Mike is finished.
that is some funny ass. It's like he's cheering for free. All he does, he goes to FIFA and he says, "Yeah, who's the best?" I can believe that.
FIFA ratings. Hey, sway.
But guys,
Hey,
let's talk
sway.
about this thing of scouts a bit. What do scouts do, Joe? Hi, Vele, what do scouts do, Joe?
Yeah, they
I
go to
don't-
FIFA, dog.
What do they get paid for, Joe? What do they get paid for? Like, dude,
And
what
it's
do they
big money,
seriously
eh?
get paid?
It's honestly, it's big money, and sometimes they just fail.
It's not even about failing, Fetu. It's like, did you see that guy Martinez Nunes, Fetu, from Sporting?
Ay.
That
That
guy
one
looks
is
like a
funny.
bowler, Joe.
Yeah.
From what I've seen, he looks like a proper bowler. Even to the point where people is like, I think on one was Sporting versus Man City. We was like, I know this guy is a bowler.
But I won't lie, the good transfer that Chelsea did make was Koulibaly, dude.
Yeah,
That's
Koulibaly.
the only quality signing they made this season, Joe. Pelana.
And you
Other than
can
that, they
a
let-
while back, X. I remember X having this conversation. This is like 4-5 years ago, where you were interested in Koulibaly, and I think in and around the time before you got Maguire, and a lot of people had said Maguire is a better option than Koulibaly, and you
What?
were of the notion like, nah, I rate this boy. We should get this boy rather, and then you got Maguire. A season
I told
later,
But
yeah,
I
you did
told
say.
you, the thing is with me, bro. I watch
Like
football
you could have
outside
had
of
Koulibaly at his
Premier League.
prime, or not
Yeah,
prime. You could have had him for the same amount that you paid for Maguire.
dude.
Yeah.
It's not like I told you, stand this open donor. At least now we've got a manager who doesn't like his open donor. And the sort of players he's signing are not scope and donor type players. It's guys
I'm
who can
actually
actually play on
I'm
the
actually
ground.
interested to see how Ten Hag is going to do in the Premier League, man. Like,
We shall
I
see,
think,
dog.
yeah, there's hope. There's hope in thingy. And so far, what I've watched, and I know it's preseason, and you shouldn't really judge from preseason, but they're decent in their pressing. I just think they need to sort out the CR situation sooner than later, because the longer that it lingers, the more difficult it's going to become for everybody concerned. Because
true.
he hasn't traveled with the side, and the first game that is coming up, I know he's a brilliant player, so he should be banging in those goals. But the system, that's what you guys are going for right now.
Yeah.
Will he be able to fit into that system that the coach wants the players to play?
And he won't, dog. I just don't think he will.
Less than
That's
2 weeks to make up your mind. Are you keeping him, and is he down with playing Thursday night football?
Yeah, we'll use him on
So
Thursdays only. It's fine. We'll use him for Europe.
And let him
Nah, he's
go,
gonna
Joe. Let him
Yeah,
go, Joe. Let him
yeah.
go.
let him
Why?
go away. And Frank,
I-
Frank akafuni ukuzwakala la. But you guys are persistent. You want him. You want him. There's no talk of any
No, no.
alternative players.
They
Yeah.
can just go. There's Sporting. They can go get Martinez Nunes. Joe. Good deal. He's competent
but-
on the ball. And probably you can get him for 40 million, 40, 50.
Yeah, well,
No one's gonna sell. No one's gonna sell Ronaldo, dog. No one's gonna buy that guy, bro.
Nah, no
I
one's
think-
gonna buy him, but you might as well
But we loan
I
him
think-
out. Can we do what?
loan
Chelsea
him
did
out,
with
pay him
Lukaku
half of
doing?
his wages, pay half of his wages.
Even the half is going to hurt. 250 for a player that's not even in your books. What do you think of? Yeah, when Tottenham, that's the team that I'm vying for this season. I'm telling you that Tottenham is going to surprise a lot of people. And
Yeah,
a lot of
I've
people keep on
said
saying,
it too.
a lot of people keep on
I've
saying
also-
Spurs is
I've
going to
also
do a
said this
Spursy
before.
thing. I don't see
Especially
with the
because
current manager.
Under Antonio Conte, that guy is a problematic guy, bro. That man is going to do things for Tottenham.
This
Yeah,
is
they
this is
will
my
expose
view. This is my
I
view
see them
on,
in the
on,
top
on
four.
Spurs.
I just wonder who's he gonna kick out the top four.
Yeah,
They were in the top
he's already in
four.
the. Sorry, he's already in the top four.
Yeah.
He is
I
already.
think he might fight for top three. Sorry.
Yeah.
I think
If
you,
you
I think
think
you
about
might
it,
fight-
hold on.
I think you might
They
fight for the league, eh?
Yeah,
Ah,
that's where I am as well. This is my view. They finished top 4 last season. And
Personally,
then
I don't
Conte,
and
and then
Yeah,
let me just quickly finish.
Let's see,
So
yeah,
they finished top 4, okay? And the manager said, "Back my vision," and you're not gonna back someone's vision if they're gonna end up where they finished last season. Daniel Levy is a business person. The only thing that is interested right now is a way forward. And the only way that we can measure them going forward is if they bridge that gap between the 20-point gap between second and third. And I see them honestly with the current squad that they've got. I see them fighting for number one, and I see them also trying hard at Champions League. But I think
I personally I don't see
top
them
2 or top 3
fighting for number 2.
is only a minimum for them.
I'd say 3, because the reason why I say number 1 or 2 is unreachable for them. Even with Conte's best season at Chelsea, he couldn't do the numbers that Liverpool and City are doing.
wow.
Nah,
I
I disagree because I think it's now when it comes to the top 4 game or the games against Man City and Liverpool, they're gonna be able to take points from them. So I don't think Man City's and Liverpool's gonna reach the point steady that they did in the past season.
How
Because it's
consistent
gonna be a
do
lot
you
to-
think Spurs can be in like
Dude, you forget
15
that Conte is
15
a winner.
games? Can
dude.
they go on a 10 win?
Yeah, I
streak?
do believe
Yeah.
because yes, I do.
What
dude.
gets-
Conte is a
Nah,
winner.
I
dude.
see
He did
them-
the exact same thing. He did the exact same thing with Chelsea after that bad season. He did the exact same thing when he pushed Juventus up. Same thing at Inter Milan with it. Conte is a winner. You get him the right type of players, Joe. And I'm mark my words.
and-
Yeah, what I like that CDA Mabo Basuma.
Yeah,
And
It's gonna
also
be in
they're
the
not going
team
to
of
be
the
dependent.
season.
They're not going to be dependent on your wings of this world. And also the pressure is not much on Kane and Son. In as much as those are the two best attackers that they have, the strain really doesn't fall on them because now they've gone in and got that Brazilian boy from Everton, who I think is pretty decent. There's this other boy that I keep on
Richarlison.
forgetting his name. Richarlison. And then there's this other boy who came in end of last
You guys
season.
rate Richarlison like wholeheartedly. Like
Oh,
even
I wouldn't say-
Joe. Kulusevski is
Yes.
gonna still be
X.
there.
Do you
Thank
rate
you.
Richarlison?
Yeah.
I know Richarlison, even the surname, dog. He's not Brazilian, dog. He's from another country.
What?
Richarlison.
Dog. There's a reason he's been playing for Everton for so long, man. In my opinion.
Nah, but the
Like-
one thing I rate him for is that
Perisic out wide
Everton
also.
was in.
Perisic. Perisic, I like Perisic.
Yeah, one of the Russia 11,
Yes.
and I think
That-
they went
I
even
rate
going to
I
get-
rate Perisic very
Oh,
Didn't they get a CD center back from Barcelona? They're trying to get Langlet or something.
yeah, Lang.
It's
Yeah, Lang.
So that
Isn't it
Tottenham team
Langlet?
is gonna be that Tottenham
Isn't it
team is gonna be
Lang-
strong. Yeah.
You know Lang Lachta,
And
guys.
yeah, I see where you're licensing this move from Barcelona. But anyway, you're an idiot. Yes. But yeah, I think Spurs have a fighting chance. And for some odd reason, Spurs just know how to beat Man City.
Yeah,
I
they
don't
do.
know whether
Well,
you
I
guys have
think,
noticed
and not
that
just
they
that,
just know how to beat Man City.
no,
Mm.
not just that. Conte, I think, is one of the managers that know how to play against him. Pep
Yeah,
Guardiola,
he does. He does.
like similar to Jurgen Klopp
Yeah,
also.
I think if Chelsea is not careful and they don't get a striker, but by the looks of things, it looks like they're not getting a striker and they're letting Broja
607
go.
dog, off our hands.
Nah,
Man.
nah,
I
nah, nah.
Tuchel
And
needs
they're
to
letting go
go,
of
Joe.
Broja. Broja apparently is going to West Ham.
Yeah, West Ham.
And I promise you, if we don't sort our goal scoring, the numbers are very low. Yeah, top four
I
is going
know
to be
Tuchel
very
needs
tricky
to
for
go,
us.
Joe. Tuchel needs to
Mike,
go, Joe.
Red.
Tuchel needs
Tuchel
to
needs
go,
to
Joe.
go. That's wild.
No,
Mike is like Eddie, dog. You know.
Wait. Can I explain
Eddie,
it to you? Ne?
yeah,
Wait,
yeah,
let me
Go for
explain
it.
it to you. Ne? Let me
Yeah.
explain it to you. The signings so far that they've made. Okay, not obviously we only made the Sterling
True.
signing, right?
yeah.
True. And
Koulibaly,
Koulibaly.
that made sense. Ne? Leia Sterling didn't when you have Dembele, who's a better player, honestly. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Letting go of Broja, it also does. Yes, he scored 6 goals for Southampton last season, but give him a fair chance. And this is the exact same guy that they decided to go fetch about Lukaku last year when we told him Lukaku is going to flop. You know what I mean? Exact same thing like I'm saying with Sterling, listen here. Sterling now is probably going to flop. You know what I mean?
Nah, I
His
don't
system,
see that one.
dude, Sterling is gonna flop because he doesn't. Chelsea doesn't create as nearly as enough chances as Man City does. Dude.
That guy's gonna
We're not
starve
a,
in the box.
we're not an attacking team, Joe. We're not like we don't play the way Liverpool and Man City play, dude.
Yeah.
That's why our forwards don't look so great because we don't create enough for them. And that's why every time when a person misses that one chance out of the game, it's like, I know this guy is useless. You know what I mean? But it's not because at all the other teams, Abu Salah and them, they get probably like 3 or 4 chances in a game. Abu Salah, same thing, Abu Mane and stuff like that. Hence why their numbers look so great. You know what I mean? At Chelsea, it's one chance. If you don't bag it, you don't bag it, then you look like a flop. And I mean, let's be honest,
True.
though. You cannot say Timo Werner was killing it at the Bundesliga. Ziyech, he was killing it at Ajax, in fact. You know what I mean? Havertz was pretty decent at Bayer Leverkusen.
Leverkusen.
You can't say them with all of them, all of our attacking players are shit. It's a system that makes them look shit. Why the hell are we playing 5 at the back, Joe? Why the hell are we doing that? When we've got actually,
I think this season that's probably going to change.
it's not going to change when he's busy wanting to buy Kabembe and Kunde also too. That time
Yeah,
because you guys are signing defenders for days.
Yeah.
Like, like I'm thinking about your midfield right now. Your midfield is Mount, Kante, and who's this? No, Kovacic, right? That's your
Yeah, there's also Connor doesn't look like he's going out. What's his name? Who's the other boy? Billy Gilmore doesn't look like he's going out on loan.
No, Billy's going.
okay.
Billy's going. Billy's
Yeah,
going.
because another thing is that ball retention, gents. That's what I'm thinking.
Billy is going. Kante, we should have replaced him with Basuma already because Kante he gets injured a lot these days too. You know what I mean?
And when he's injured for a while.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and then
so
now
he's also like in big games, he doesn't show up as often as he used to.
Hi, hold on. He just messed up once. Hold
No, it's true. It's true.
You don't go there.
Oh.
Kapembe. I swear.
Whatever his name is, man. Kibembe, whatever, Joe.
Keep
But
it
like I
Yeah.
said,
But
those
I think if
when you look
if we
at the
can sort
players-
out if we can
these
sort out
guys
our scoring, that's the
not
big
even
concern for me.
Donna, it's the way they play, Joe. I think we worry about getting useless like these defenders. Ne? Kunde is not that great from what I've seen. No, he's not that great.
Nah, I don't
If
rate
you
him.
got,
I know he's a French
he's not that
international.
great. 60 million.
Yeah.
Nah,
Six,
that's
60 million for that. I shouldn't fit. Go to Sporting. We need a CM, Joe. Go to Sporting. Get that Martinez Nunes.
hey,
Give up
you rate this Nunes kid.
He knows how to hold the ball, Joe. He's
Yeah.
basically Loftus Cheek, but with a better passing range.
Nah,
And I
Loftus
always,
needs to bounce now.
you see what you are saying, Mike. That's my also concern with Chelsea. It's the ball retention, dog. The ball retention, because
Yeah,
Kante
both
is
of
not
the
great
only
with the
one.
ball. Yes, he's great at winning it, but ball retention, dude. It's very key, dude. Ball retention.
Nah,
is
but
very
when
crucial.
Jorginho decides to be a Jorginho and he does his thing, he holds the ball and he distributes it.
Yeah.
He's decent, like
But
more than decent actually.
Nah,
But
but
yeah,
we
I
need
feel
mobile
for some
players, though.
reason in the last season and a half, he lost his way. I think the penalties and he's forgotten that he is actually brilliant. Because if you notice also, that has reflected on the Italian side, where he's not as brilliant as he was when Italy was flying high. So I'd agree with there's a question mark around Jorginho and Kante, and this season they need to come right. I know Kante didn't travel to America because he's still nursing an injury, which is a
Yeah.
concern. Is he going to
This
make it for a
question is
first game?
gonna shut up the critics the season coming.
Yeah.
I've got
On
I've
which
got two
team?
players.
In which team?
I've got two
For
players.
Man United, I can tell you, Sancho is going to shut up a lot of critics. From Spurs, Spurs is tricky. Richarlison, the non-Brazilian, he's got a lot to prove there. From a Liverpool side, that that new striker that they got,
Nunes.
Darwin, whatever,
Nah,
I don't rate him.
Mike,
He's
your player,
suspect.
your player right
I,
now is looking a
yeah,
bit
he's
suspect.
suspect.
I
I
feel
think I think
Yeah.
Liverpool is going to miss money. They are
Yeah,
honestly
Menez.
going to miss the work
Yeah.
ethic that boy brings in.
Yeah, well, they will miss money, definitely. That one is true. And then Pusetsi, when your four, yeah, you can just give us four on G.
like from each team.
Yeah, from your
So
Nah, just choose
I'd
any.
say
just choose
I'd
any.
say the guy who's gonna shut up the critics, from what's this place called? From Tottenham.
Yeah.
It's Harry Kane.
But Kane has always been fire though. It's just he doesn't have trophies.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what
but
he needs.
yes,
that's
when I
what
say
he
Medals.
shut
needs.
up, when I say shut up the critics, as in he's going to deliver in games where you guys are gonna be surprised,
But he's always
and
done stuff,
he will also come through with trophies. Spurs.
Okay, next team
okay? And
and the
then next
player.
team,
For Man United, I think Sancho.
guys, but that one, okay. And then Arsenal.
But Sancho was playing well last season, especially towards the back end. It's
Thank
just
you,
also
dog.
under
For me,
under under the coach Awa.
yeah. But
Yeah,
then Arsenal,
but Arsenal. I'm not sure there.
There's a
you can
lot
say
of players
Al
that came
Neni.
in.
Just say
There's
Al Neni.
Zinchenko, there's
I,
Jesus, there is.
You can say Al
the thing
Neni.
is, I don't trust Gabriel Jesus personally, so
He's also a suspect in my opinion.
Nah, I think he's pushing that.
Suspect.
Jesus has got a point to prove. He needs to for the Brazilian thingy. His Brazilian number is
I
not
know,
secure, so he
I
needs to
know.
come right. And remember, gents, this season or the first half of the season, we're going to be playing. Well, not we're going to be. There's going to be games galore. As in,
Yeah.
you're playing Tuesday, playing Saturday, playing Tuesday, playing Saturday, playing Wednesday, playing Sunday. And there's the 5 substitute rule that's coming in, which is going to allow a lot of teams to dig in their depth and put in a lot
Yeah.
of players. So there's opportunity for these boys to silence the critics. So Jesus is one player that I'll put in that basket that he's got a point to prove.
At Man City, I'm not really sure if we could say critics, but a lot of people are talking about Haaland, about how we're able to fit in the system. I think he's definitely going to silence everybody.
Nice. Yeah, that boy is minimum 25 goals this season.
and Alvarez too.
Yeah, even that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's another boy that I'm taking a chance on my fantasy league. A lot of people are missing and is a bargain right now.
But yeah, other than that, I'm not really sure. Yeah, I think that's it from my side. At Chelsea,
Mike will tell
I
you
don't.
that it's all the Chelsea attacking players. They've got
Nah,
a point
dude.
to prove.
I think
I
Timo
swear.
Werner maybe. I could actually it's like
Or you saying Fred?
nah.
That's what Sway is saying, dog. I mean, Sway.
It's like
Sway
why
is,
is
is a
Red?
problem, dog. Hey, yeah, today, dog, what's wrong with you, Sway, bruh?
Mhm.
Like,
But I think Man
Let's
Mike,
see.
give us
United.
your
Let's see
list,
how
dude.
Fred will able
I
to
think
adapt under Ten Hag.
Martial's gonna silence the critics this
thank
year.
you, Mike.
From Man
Inja,
United.
Atas one was
Jesus,
Manchester and Shamkhang.
Please
Jesus
stop,
also the exact
X,
same
X.
thing,
Please
Joe.
stop saying that. Dr. You've said
This
that
is
like
Martial
4 or
when he
5
scores,
times
dog.
now.
10-1 doesn't say
Yeah.
jack shit, dog.
Then you and then Jesus, exact same thing. I think he's gonna silence critics.
Yeah.
I think Tottenham as a team are gonna silence critics because they're gonna win something. That's for sure.
Right.
I Chelsea in fact the manager needs to go.
Nah.
I might
That's pretty harsh for someone who just won a Champions League recently.
Yep. You see, this is the exact same. This is the problem in life, ne?
That's the
You
Man
can't
United
live-
syndrome.
No,
Mm.
you cannot live on what you did yesteryear. You know what I mean? I need to see your vision today. But vele zikipan. It's like the exact same thing I'm until by pilling about what ANC did in 1994. Yeah, boy. And now you need to look at shit. You look at the signings, yep, except Koulibaly, that only one makes sense. The mere fact, like I said, Basuma and Dembele, I'm upset about. You know, I really maybe Timo Werner can silence. I mean, he bagged the goal the other day, build his confidence, but like it's like, or even like Pulisic has got a point to prove.
Yeah, that one is his future. His Chelsea future is in question. A lot of people are.
If I was him, I'd jump to Liverpool, put in Dabini's buyer, become a star player at Liverpool. They create a lot of chances. They play attacking football. Good deal.
Yeah.
But I think let's see. We Chilwell is back. Rhys James is also fit. Let's see what happens. But I feel we need a striker. We need a recognized striker, and we should not let go. We should not let Borja go.
There's no striker on the market, bro. Let's be honest. There's no striker.
CR7, Mike.
Yo, that would be another
advertising.
Hey,
stop advertising that guy.
Oh,
if
and
CR7
another
comes to Chelsea, I'll stop watching them too.
another guy who's gonna silence.
Yeah, which other guy?
Another guy who's gonna silence the critics is Dembele, dog.
Which Dembele now?
No,
Dembele.
it's awesome.
Dembele is a player, bro. He's a star.
I don't think there's any questions around him. He just needs.
But there's a lot of people
more
critical. People are critical about his fitness.
Who like Skop and Donner, you know, people who like. There's someone in our group chat who said that Daniel James is better than Sancho. You see, people like that who like Skop and Donner, pace and power.
Since you've gone to La Liga, I think a player that needs to silence the fans also is Hazard. I see that he's training and he's taking that plate off.
It's late for that guy.
It's not. He's taking that plate off that was giving him issues. And in training, he looks his former self. So let's see what happens. He's one player I'm hoping.
He must go back to Belgium, that guy.
Yeah. And this is okay, guys. This is the last question because this stream is gone. It's gone for quite some time. Which big club coach is getting fired before December?
Arsenal.
I think I'm going for a big one, but
Arsenal.
I'm saying Thomas Tuchel.
Tuchel.
Yeah, I also say Tuchel. I say Thomas. I also say Thomas. I don't know.
Bookmark this part of the conversation. Everyone says Tuchel. I say he stays. I say that Arsenal manager.
Oh, Kateta. They love Ateta, dog. Ateta,
They love
Nah,
Arteta, Joe.
they love
They were in
Ateta.
they were in a relegation position last year at the beginning, and they still kept him.
Yeah, they love Ateta.
nah,
See,
he's had
Ateta.
18 months and with nothing to show, and they keep on supporting him. So let's see. I don't see him surviving.
When
They made
Cup,
it.
done.
Yeah, you can only celebrate FA Cup for so long, eh? Because what you won it in the first.
You can only
Celebrate Champions League. Are you
for so
putting?
long.
Are you putting Champions League? Are you putting Champions League and FA Cup on the same pedestal?
Chelsea ambitions and Arsenal ambitions are two different things, Joe.
Hey.
Chelsea's a winning club. Arsenal is we're happy with
Who's
their
saying
trophy.
this?
It's Sway, dog. I told you,
What?
Sway.
Xavi's gonna
just
He's gonna be before the end of this. Hey,
Yo.
Sway is brave. And the next time, please invite Sway because he cannot just
Yeah.
be on the
I keep
comments.
telling him to pull through. He's scared. He's like, X dog. You know, I don't like.
Yeah, invite him. He
football.
can't
I
just
don't
be on the
like
comments because
comedy."
that's
Yeah.
Xavi,
if
yo, you're
Barcelona. If
brave.
Barcelona is
You're
too
brave
broke
with this,
to seek another manager, so Xavi is the best thing that they've got, and the players that are coming in are because of Barcelona and Xavi, and they believe in the project Xavi is trying to build.
Who's
You see, they
playing
say,
Football Manager's GTA cheat codes? Ow.
yo, shot, dog. Oh, Sway. Today, it's been a problem. Sway. And this guy is so soft spoken, guys. Like, so chill, so calm.
Yeah,
bro.
please invite him. We want to see
Yeah.
him. He mustn't just be on our comments being a keyboard warrior.
Yeah,
We want to
no,
hear him back up that Xavi is going to leave before the end of the season.
I know, definitely. I know, gents. Let's call it an episode. Let's push it, guys. Yo,
It's a wrap.
push. Thank you so much for availing yourself, guys. Guys, please like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel. Help a brother out. This is sXizie Sport, and we out. Peace.
Cheers, cheers.